boxing IQ. He's a very good fighter. He's stronger. He's very compact. He's like a bull, you know. He's a smart guy.
Well, Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power.
Bud could possibly be the end for him because Bud has what it takes. I'm not saying Bud will win, but I'm just saying he has what it takes. He's not afraid of Canelo.
Gennady Golovkin recently shared a surprising take on the upcoming fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. According to Golovkin, Crawford won't have much trouble handling Canelo's power, because in his view, Canelo doesn't actually hit as hard as many people think. Golovkin, who's gone head-to-head with Canelo 3 times, says the Mexican star hasn't really changed much over the years. On the other hand, he spoke highly of Crawford, calling him powerful, smart, and very good at adjusting to different opponents. Still, Golovkin pointed out that every fighter brings their own style and challenges, so solid preparation is key.
No, just this is boxing. This is more interesting.
Gennady, let me ask you this. You were there ringside. You saw Canelo.
Yeah.
Did he look better than what he did in the second fight with you? Does he look like he's improving and getting better?
Он очень улучшает свои боксерские качества.
Marcus, I told you just, you know, every opponent give you different. Every fight is different. Two fights I had. 2 fights with him. First fight and second fight is different, you know, just.
So you think
I don't feel like, you know, more power, more speed. No, he stayed the same.
Gennady Golovkin has gone 36 full rounds with Canelo Alvarez, so when he shares his thoughts, they come from real experience, not just opinion. He believes Canelo isn't as powerful as people think. According to Golovkin, Canelo throws flashy combos and goes for highlight reel knockouts, but lacks the kind of true power needed to wear down top-level opponents. Golovkin says he's taken Canelo's hardest shots and never felt that raw, natural force you'd expect from someone with a reputation for being a knockout artist. In his view, Canelo relies more on timing and high punch volume than actual punching power, and that challenges what many fans have long believed about him.
Golovkin weighs in as everybody's trying to gauge how this fight is going to play out. They anticipating this fight. They want to know how this fight is going to play out. And Gennady Golovkin gives his 2 cents. As his trainer, Abel has been on social media doing multiple interviews and stating that Terence Crawford is simply too small and he's going to lose, right? And Gennady Golovkin, as Abel Sanchez is saying, that he's going to get knocked out, right? Because it's too much power. Well, Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power. He said, I fought Canelo at 160 and at 68, and I could say he has fast punches. He has fast combinations, but I wouldn't say there were a lot of power there, or power punches, or knockout punches. You saw that. You saw this clean shots that I took and he brought, and there were no results. End quote. So Gennady Golovkin is saying he hit me with clean shots. You saw him hit me with clean shots, and the results was I didn't go anywhere. Now, I know people will say, well, Gennady Golovkin is naturally bigger than Canelo.
While Gennady Golovkin's former trainer believes Terence Crawford doesn't stand a chance against Canelo Alvarez, Golovkin sees it differently. He respects Crawford's sharp technique and smart approach in the ring, and he believes those strengths could give Canelo serious problems. In Golovkin's eyes, this matchup could be much closer than many people expect.
Many still see this as a one-sided beatdown in favor of Canelo Alvarez. Former Golovkin trainer Abel Sanchez, who's been very critical as of lately and said that Canelo will just play with Terence Crawford and by the second half, it'll just be like a sparring session. Sanchez said that Canelo will not only dictate the pace throughout the evening, if Triple G himself couldn't even hurt Canelo, then Crawford's chances are definitely not that great. Sanchez said, quote, "Crawford is a great fighter, but that's why weight divisions exist. Neither Bivol could hurt him, nor could my fighter in 2 fights." Triple G's former trainer has also repeatedly emphasized that Crawford should have moved up in weight class a long time ago, and that his jump should have been more gradual and steady, and suggested that skipping divisions will definitely play a role in him potentially losing badly to Canelo Alvarez.
Golovkin's 3 fights with Canelo are still some of the most talked about bouts in recent boxing history. So when he continues to question Canelo's punching power after all those rounds together, people take notice. His opinion holds weight. He's one of the few who's gone the distance with Canelo multiple times and taken his biggest shots. So when Golovkin says Crawford can handle Canelo's offense, it grabs attention. His comments spark debate because they go against the popular image of Canelo as a knockout machine. Golovkin's take has fans and analysts wondering, is Canelo's fearsome reputation more about hype, or is it truly backed by performance?
Boxing Doctor News. Hey boxing fans, remember the epic Golovkin-Canelo trilogy? Well, get this. GGG once spilled the tea on Canelo's punching power, and it's not what you'd expect. Picture this. 2 legends, 3 fights, and a whole lot of controversy. GGG said Canelo's punches were fast, but not knockout material. Can you believe it? He claimed those clean shots brought no results. Now, fast forward to today. GGG's been out of the ring since their last bout, but rumors are swirling about a comeback. Meanwhile, Canelo's gearing up for a massive showdown with Terence Crawford. The big question is, will Canelo prove GGG wrong and land that knockout punch? It's been a while since his last stoppage. The boxing world is buzzing, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
Training camp buzz has added even more excitement to the upcoming Canelo vs. Crawford showdown. According to Showbiz The Adult, Canelo has taken a cautious approach in sparring, especially during sessions with rising star Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Reports say he's been holding back, avoiding risks to stay fresh for fight night. While some see that as smart planning, others think it could signal concerns about his readiness. More dramatic rumors claim Canelo was knocked down in the 3rd round by Ennis and struggled with the younger fighter's speed and power. Though unconfirmed, these reports have stirred up fans and experts alike. If there's any truth to them, it could point to cracks in Canelo's armor. And for Terence Crawford, who's known for picking apart his opponent's weaknesses, those cracks could be the opening he needs.
And let's talk about what we do know about Canelo Alvarez bringing Boots to training camp and what we can concur. First, you must understand that Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford is September 3rd, but almost 3 weeks away, something like that. It's just a few weeks away. So to expect them to have hardcore sparring, like real sparring, where they're fighting each other and they're really just going hard and sparring, pause, I don't really see that happening, because you don't want a cut or anything, and you don't want anything to threaten the fight September 13th. Also, not only is Canelo Alvarez fighting soon, September 13th, but Boots Ennis, he has to fight against Lima come October. So you don't want Canelo Alvarez beating up on Boots either and cutting him or anything like that, blackening his eye or detached retina or anything like that. You don't want any incidents like that. So understand that they're probably sparring light to mid. They're definitely not going hard in there. Okay, pause. So we have to really put it aside that either one, I don't think Canelo will be beating the hell out of Boots or Boots beating the hell out of Canelo. But what I can see is if Boots is moving around and Canelo can't catch him, like let's say Boots is like pop, piecing him up with some light work and Canelo can't get to him, which, you know, that's kind of different than a real fight. In a real fight, you know, Canelo will be breaking you down and then you kind of get tired over time. But still, if they're working on cutting off the ring, if Canelo can't, and Boots is hitting him with, you know, piecing him up and moving and slipping and sliding, and he just can't get to him, that'll be some value added and something to be concerned about, which is why I said it's over.